Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the Irish baseball facilities, Coach. Doing things a little bit different this morning. It's a big day. Coach, tell our viewers what we got going on.
Well, we're getting loaded up this morning. We're headed over to Hoover, Alabama for the Perfect Game High School Showdown, what they call it. So we play tonight at 7 o'clock against Central Alabama, which is, or last year they were the 7A state champs in Alabama. So you're getting kind of thrown to the wolves pretty quick. So we're going to load up here on the bus about 8:45. We're going to get on the road around 9 o'clock. We're going to stop instead of trying to go through Atlanta with all that traffic and everything, I think we're going to take the back roads and go through Columbus and things like that. So we'll probably stop off in Columbus, try and get a bite to eat, let them stretch their legs, let them use the restroom a little bit, and get back on the old cheese wagon, as they say. And we're going to head on in to Hoover, Alabama. We're going to try and get to the hotel around 2:30, 3 o'clock. We can get checked in. Once we get checked in, we'll hang out for a few minutes, get dressed, be ready to go, get over there probably, 5:30 for a 7 o'clock game. I want these guys to kind of get over there, get acclimated, see some things. I'm really excited about it. There's 48 teams in it. There's a lot of good teams across the Southeast. I'm still on that scouting group of when I scouted with the Angels back in the days. So I'm seeing a lot of the names pop up so-and-so is starting on field 4 for this team. So-and-so is hitting on. So there's going to be a lot of good talent there. When I was with the Angels for the 10 years I was with the Angels, when you go over there to an event like this, it is unbelievable at the scouts, professional side of scouts that will be there. Also with the college scouts. Because what they can do is on Thursdays, they're getting ready for their Friday, Saturday series. So you get the teams that are close, they can come into town, be around on Thursday, come out and see some of these players. So I'm excited because of the fact of I understood as a scout, I would go see a lot of these good players over there that played. Now I want our guys, because we've got some good players, I want our guys to see some good players. I've talked to a lot of my buddies that are going to be over there scouting I haven't seen in a long time. So for me, it's kind of like a little homecoming in the scouting community. So I'm excited about it. But also for these guys to be able to go over there and play against some of the best competition in the Southeast. It's not going to be an easy road. No. But at the end of the day, all these games leading up to our region run that we're going to have, for me, it's just like a spring training. Yes, I'm competitive. I want to win every game. But how do we get better from point A to B to when C starts is at region time? So I think these guys are really excited about going over there. I know I am. I think it's a good experience for them. I think we've got a great fan base going. I believe we have, just with the coaches and players, we've got 11 rooms. And if I'm not mistaken, with family members going, there's pushing 20 or north of 20 rooms that we've booked. So it's been a lot of feedback. Everybody's excited. Everybody's ready to go. I'm trying to get woken up this morning, get ready to get on it. But we're excited about it, man. I couldn't be more happy of where this team is at. Being able to take this trip, put these guys in front of some scouts, let them kind of see them. They're my buddies. And also, there's going to be college coaches there. Hey, you never know. Somebody might strike up a conversation. Somebody might have a good game. We're going to see what happens, man. We're ready to go.
That's right. Coach, you mentioned all those family rooms, and that's something our week 1, we talked about that. We talked about the tournament a little bit, and that's huge, right? That's huge for your program. That's huge for these kids and their families.
There's no question, and that was one thing. As soon as, I brought up to the group in one of our dugout club meetings, this is something I've been saying we're going to do, and then all of a sudden it comes to fruition this past year. And now that we're able to do it, and I mentioned it to the group, it's been just great feedback. Okay, what do we need to do? We've had so many people behind the scenes help us get this stuff ready to go that it's amazing. Like you talk about, it's family. Once you need to do things and have the help from people that have been great to us, it's been unbelievable. And I just want to thank each and every one of them. I'm not going to sit here and start naming names because I know I'll leave somebody out. But the parents were so excited to be able to go on this trip with their kids. I think some of the parents may be more excited than the kids.
There you go.
Just because, hey, you're going to play baseball. You're going to play 4 games in 3 days. You're going up there, hey, let's toe the line. Let's see what happens. May come out on the good side, may come out on the bad side. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting these guys. It's a good trip to build that team bonding experience, go to some hotels, try and do some other things. The only problem I'm worried about right now is the weather looks awful for today and tomorrow. It was pushing right around now around 100%. Then you're looking, I think, around 70-80% today, around 70% tomorrow. Saturday looks good. Now, they have 4 turf fields, 4 turf at the complex, 2 grass fields with the stadium and the other field 1. They're playing at Hoover High School, which I'm not sure if that's turf or not. I can't remember. But Spain Park High School's got some turf on it too. So they've got some fields we can try and get some games in on, depending upon how hard it rains or if it's lightning or not. So we're going to be able to get some games in. At the end of the day, hey, just let me go over there and play 1 or 2. Right. I'm happy. The kids are happy. Let's go see what happens.
For sure, yeah. It'll be worth it regardless. But, Coach, let's assume the rain holds off for today. Okay, it'll be tough, I imagine. You loading these kids up on a bus, they got a long ride.
5-hour ride.
5-hour ride.
Yes.
Only get off for a few hours.
Yes.
And then you're out there with Central Alabama. That's going to be tough.
It is. And I was looking through last night. I think the guy that's starting for them, and I'm pretty sure he's going to Bevel State or something, community college. He looks like to be about a 6'5", 195-pound righty, probably going to be mid-80s, maybe a tick more. That was just some of the other stuff that I had seen, just online. Because you're always curious, just as a coach. It's not that I'm sitting there doing basically background checks on everybody we're going to play, but I'm just looking to kind of know, okay, what are we going to run into today? Because you pop in now, they want you to enter your probable starters, all this stuff through Perfect Game, so you can click on it, you can see who's starting. We got Jay Stiles starting today, game 1. Probably got Gabe Conley starting game 2. Game 3 will either be Ethan Moore or Ty Orr.
Gotcha.
So those are kind of my 4 starters we run into this weekend. And then basically it's every arm that you can possibly find with 4 games in 3 days. If you can throw strikes, you're probably going to be on the mound this weekend in Hoover, Alabama, pitching for the Dublin Fighting Irish.
That's it. And, Coach, exposure, we need to talk about that a little bit more. Getting these guys that exposure, those college scouts, those pro scouts going to be out there. How important is that?
Well, and that's why we do this type of stuff. I'm not saying they're not coming to Dublin, Georgia, but as a scout or as a college coach, if you can go to one place in one setting and have 6 fields going on from, say, 2 o'clock until 10 o'clock at night, and you're able to walk around and catch as many players as you can in one setting where you're not driving through Atlanta traffic or having to get in the car, drive 5 or 6 hours. This is why the scouts and the college coaches like it. They can come to that one spot. You can see so-and-so taking at bat right here. Then you can pop over to field 2, maybe see this arm throw. Somebody could be on field 3. There could be 2 guys on field 4. You see them a couple bats. Then you run up to field 1 or the stadium. So it's just a place where it's so centralized. It's right there together. As a scout, for me, it was the best thing you could possibly do because you could pretty much take a 3-day weekend, especially on Thursday, see most guys you need to see. Then on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they've got some academies rolling in there too that's got good players. Then you've got some of your colleges that are your big Division I program starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you can get 2 good days of college ball in, of high school ball in, your academies ball, and then you roll over to the colleges and you make them catch some of those games depending upon how everything shakes out. So it's just a good opportunity for these boys to go out and showcase their abilities in front of professional scouts and in front of college scouts. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what some of these kids are going to be in 3.5 more years or 2 years or 1 year. But at least we're giving them that opportunity to be seen. I'm on the phone a lot of times with a lot of these college coaches. I stay on the phone with a lot of these pro guys, especially when you play a lot of good teams too. They may want to know about some of those other players. So you keep that bond and that relationship with all these coaches, and it just helps in the long run when you do have good players. And you can get on the phone and say, hey, I'm going to tell you, we're going to be playing so-and-so. You may want to come check this kid out now. I'm telling you, he's a pretty good player. You build that bond with those coaches. I think that just helps your program, helps yourself, and it definitely helps these kids in the long run. Plus, it helps mom and dad that are traveling with these kids there in the long run because, hey, it may help them not have to get all that money out of pocket and get a little money for college.
For sure, that's huge. Hey, we are here, special edition of the Irish Coaches Show. We're going to take a quick break. Coach Todd Hogan with us.
Allen's Heating and Cooling is your licensed Amana equipment dealer. Trust Allen's Heating and Cooling to install and service your heating and cooling unit. Allen services all brands, and with the purchase of a new Amana, offers a lifetime compressor warranty. Call Sean Clark or any of his friendly staff at Allen's Heating and Cooling, your Amana dealer. Amana lasts and lasts and lasts.
At Dublin Chevy GMC, we have shipments arriving daily. Whether it's Silverados, Yukons, or Tahoes, we have the ride for you. As a matter of fact, I'm doing everything I can to get the trucks ready for you. Whether it's a Blazer or a Terrain or any other crossover, we have the Chevy or GMC for you. And with rates as low as 2.99 on new Silverados, there's never a better time to buy. And remember, Don sells cars well, only at Dublin Chevrolet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Coach Todd Hogan. Coach, so 4 games this weekend,
yes,
for sure. Is it a traditional tournament, and how does it work out? Who do you play throughout the week?
Only game you know is game 1.
Okay, I got
So that's the game tonight at 7 o'clock, like I said, against Central Alabama. And then after that, it's just bracket play.
Gotcha.
Wherever you fall, you lose, you play here, you win, you play here, you lose. So I don't really know. So that's what I've told our parents, and I've kind of told everybody, is the only game we know for a fact, if it doesn't rain, is Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Gotcha.
After that, I have no idea, because you don't know if you're going to win or lose. So I said Friday and Saturday, all I can tell y'all to do is once we get done playing Thursday night, in a few minutes we'll know what we're playing the next day. And then we could play 1 on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday. I have no idea.
Okay.
It just kind of depends on how you win or how you lose, or if you sit there and you got to have tiebreaker. There's so many different things that can put it in there where you can fall in this stuff. So right now we just know that hopefully, if it doesn't rain, we got a 7 o'clock game tonight on Field 1 in Hoover, Alabama against Central Alabama. That's all I can tell you so far on who we're playing.
There you go, I got you. And look, the Fighting Irish going to be ready for it. Coach, back when you told the guys about the tournament, what was their reaction when you told them you're going to bus them over to Hoover, Alabama?
Well, some of them were excited.
Sure.
Some of the younger guys are like deer in the headlights. Just because they've heard me for the last year or two, the ones that have been here, and I just tell them, I go, guys, listen, I know we have some good players on this team. I'm not taking that away from any of them, but there's also good players across this country.
Sure.
And if we can take y'all out there and size up against the best in the country at the end of the day, what we're trying to do, what we want to compete against, how we can get better, I think it's just something we need to try and do. And to get them to understand, it's a learning experience for them. It's a learning experience. I'm learning something every day. I'm learning something about my players. I'm learning something about the game. I want these guys to be learning something every day. Whether it's in the classroom, of course, or on the baseball field, but at the end of the day, how you be a good human being, how you approach the life in general. And I think the failures that we have in this game help them to become stronger young men, because it makes you fight harder. It makes you want certain things more. You have to go out there and work at it extra hard if you're struggling, and that's the same thing in life that these kids have to do. How do we become better young men? But they are so excited to be able to go to Hoover, Alabama today. If I can get them all woken up, I'm seeing them start to kind of slowly ease in around here this morning. But I just know the excitement that they have, because they see this opportunity in front of them. A lot of them have never played in a perfect game event. Some may never have traveled out of state. I don't know. There's so many different backgrounds that we have here. I know we're excited. I know the boys are excited. They've got their green and gold on. We're going to rock it as hard as we can today. I think they're going to look good and wipe all the sleep out of their eyes. I'm looking at some of them right now, but we're excited. I'm ready to go over there.
Yeah, Coach, they might be dozing on the bus. That'd
Definitely.
be all right.
Definitely.
So it's a perfect game tournament, and of course, Coach, with your scouting experience and all that, I'm sure you know what kind of tournament Perfect Game is going to put on. But for our viewers and your players, what should they expect?
Well, you're going to go over there and you're going to see some first-rounders.
Yeah.
You're going to see some second-rounders. You're going to see some guys that probably need to go to college. You're going to see some guys that may go get 1 year of college out of a junior college and then get drafted.
Right.
You're going to see every type of player over in Hoover, Alabama. When you got 48 teams over there, you're just figuring on 15, 20 players per team. That's a bunch of kids over there. And the ones I'm seeing, like I said, through the emails that I still get, there's some top-notch players going to be over there that it's one of those things that when you sit back and you look at the end of the day, I want to go face that best guy.
That's right.
I want to try and compete against that best guy. And so that's how Perfect Game puts these tournaments on. It's one of them. When you got 48 teams, I was looking last night at some of the different brackets. I think Norcross up in Atlanta's in it. Buford's in it.
Okay.
Houston County's in it.
Gotcha.
There's, let's see who I said, Parkview. So there's a lot of good Georgia schools still in it. There's some Alabama schools, some Florida schools, IMG, Trinity, DeSoto. There's some really good Alabama schools in it. So I don't know all of them. There's so many different. They've got like a red bracket, a gold, a white. So they've got different brackets to try and make this thing shake out to the end. So, it's one of them things. It's the first time as a coach going to it. As a scout, it was easy. I didn't have to worry about the stress. Okay, we got to get this lineup ready. We got to pack this car up. We got to do this. We got to do that. Now we got to get this right. Okay, what's our pitch count? As a scout, you just went over there. You had a pen and piece of paper. Man, I think this guy can hit. Let's write this report on him. Or I got that gun. Man, this guy's got some velocity. He's spinning a little bit. He's hitting his spots. So as a scout, I think it's easier to do than putting the shoes on of a coach and walking through those gates and trying to put on that good performance in front of the scouts or college guys or just the other team in the dugout and the family members to say, man, these guys came to play today. So the scouting side to me would be easier than having to put this hat on to go over there and coach. But I'm excited about it. I keep saying that. And I think this community understands, is this what we're here to do for these kids? We want to give them as much exposure as we can against great players, try and push them to the next level. Like I said, we don't know, and I've said it earlier this morning, I don't know what these kids are going to be in a couple years. But if I can push them and get them in the right spot that I think they're going to succeed, or our coaching staff thinks they're going to succeed, by letting them play this type of competition, it's only going to make us better.
Right.
And I just want them all to have the chance. If you ever have put on a glove as a little boy, you've sat in front of a TV at one time or another and gone, man, I want to be just like that guy. That's who I want to be. If you've never done that, then you really don't want to play baseball or any sport. But that's just what it's all about, and these guys are getting that opportunity to get over there and chase that dream against the best in the country or the best in the Southeast right now with a great Perfect Game event that we are so excited about. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to get over there.
That's right.
I just hope the rain holds on. We'll come back next week, hopefully, and we'll get to talk about it. But I want to appreciate once again, I know I can do that at the end. I'll let you hit Ethan up right now. I'll get my sponsors right here at the end when I come back.
All right,
so
we'll get Ethan
we'll
on
get
that.
them when we come out. We've got one, and I don't mean to do your job or anything,
man.
but we're going to get Ethan Moore, one of our catchers, on right here. He's a senior catcher and a right-handed pitcher. He's going to come on for us. We're going to let him talk a little bit. I'm sure I'll have some guys making faces at him in the background. Maybe he won't stutter too bad or make his family look too bad on the camera right here. But we're going to get Ethan Moore over here. Let Jackson talk to him for a minute, and I'll come back at the end and we'll close this thing down.
There you go. You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with us.
Since 1965, our family has proudly provided physical, occupational, and speech therapy to Dublin, Lawrence County, and surrounding areas. Currently offering physical and occupational therapies, our mission is to work with patients and their families to reach an optimum level of independence. Whether post-sports injury, post-surgery, post-stroke, or just general wear and tear from everyday living, we strive to help you reach your goals and return to what you love doing. Remember, where you go for physical and occupational therapy is your choice. So, when your doctor prescribes it, choose Bass. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales is kicking off 2023 with a bang. We've got a lot full of quality trucks, cars, and SUVs. Need to haul a load or just the family? Come see Dublin Auto Sales lineup of good-looking trucks. So you want a car that'll take you far on a tank of gas? Come see Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales for a deal that lasts. Thinking about trading? Come see TJ, Trey, Alan, or Britt today. One thing's for sure, and make no mistake, Wayne Kemp's got what it takes. With in-house financing, you'll get a payment that you need for 2023. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, 606 East Jackson Street in Dublin. Call 478-275-2010 or log on to DublinAutoSalesGA.com. And go Dogs!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got the Fighting Irishman himself, Mr. Ethan Moore. Ethan, senior with the team. Let's start there, all right? What's your senior year been like?
It's been pretty smooth for the most part. It's kind of gone by kind of fast. Baseball season definitely gone by kind of fast, faster than I want it to.
For sure. For sure. Look, a lot of young guys on this squad, and you're the senior, Ethan. You got to be a leader for the guys. How have you done that this season?
Just like they get down on themselves, you know, like making errors in the field, stuff like that.
Sure.
Just got to talk them up. Just tell them get it next time, stuff like that. And then also like keep your grades in the classroom. Show them that they need to keep their grades in the classroom.
For sure, Ethan. That's huge right there. Those academics. Let's look back. Right, you're a senior. Okay, so 4 years with the team. I don't know, Ethan, but I imagine your freshman and sophomore years, y'all may have been losing more than you are now. Am I right on that?
Oh, I wasn't here.
You wasn't around? Okay.
I was at East Lawrence my freshman year.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I'm with you. So when did you come to Dublin? You came to Dublin your junior year? Is that right? Okay, so talk about last year to this year. What's been the differences? Has there been any major differences from the season?
Hitting a lot more than we did last year.
Go.
Last year, we just wouldn't hit like we should. And then lots of errors. We just need to cut down on errors. But like, I think last year we just went together as a team like we are this year. This year we're playing more as a team than we ever have.
That's huge. Yeah, that's huge. And as far as this year, okay, let's look at the negatives. What do you have to clean up at this point in the season, Ethan?
Errors. Gotta clean up the errors.
Yeah. And hey, that'll come with time, we hope, right? And I think you'll get there. Ethan, you're a catcher, right? How long you been catching?
Since 6th, 7th grade.
Okay. And you're also pitching, right? You're pitching a little bit this year. How long have you been pitching? Let's start there.
Probably about my whole life.
Okay, I got you. So what's it like for this team? Look, you got to step up. You got to play two positions, and a lot of guys are. What does that say about your squad that anybody is ready to step up on that mound or wherever they're needed?
I mean, it says a lot. Like Jace, he comes up, pitches, goes right back and plays first. I go up there and pitch sometimes. I go back there and catch. But I mean, it's really just mental capacity. Like, you just gotta want it.
Sure. Now, Ethan, big tournament, and playing against a lot of talented guys. Are you ready? Are you prepared to go against these teams?
Oh my Lord, yes! I'm so excited to go. Seeing about mid 80s, high 80s. I mean, we saw that in practice a couple of times. We saw that game against Wilcox. Sure. But I mean, as long as we can hit, just put the ball in play, it'll start landing. For sure. As long as we can do that, we should be able to win.
For sure, that's right. And look, no matter what happens, we want to win, Ethan, for sure. But no matter what happens, you guys, you're going to be ready for what's coming up with region play and stuff like that. This is going to get you ready. And Ethan, I was talking to Coach about when he first told y'all about the tournament. What was your reaction, Ethan, when you first heard you were going to play in this?
I mean, I was kind of surprised.
Sure.
But I mean, it's going to be a good experience. Team bonding, a lot of players in the rooms together.
There you go.
Just going to have fun.
For sure. Look, team bonding is going to be huge. And Ethan, y'all got a long bus ride today, man, so I'm going to let you get on that bus, man. Catcher for the Fighting Irish, Mr. Ethan Moore.
North, south, east, or west, Friendly Gus is on your way today. Fuel up with Friendly Gus's delicious breakfast, made fresh every day. Your wallet and your belly will thank you. Choose from our 20, 40, and 60-piece chicken finger and wing platters. And don't forget the tater logs. Our food is always fresh and our service is always friendly. Friendly Gus, on your way today. Also shop Cochran Brothers Cash and Carry at 320 South Jefferson in Dublin for additional items like paper products, chicken wings, bulk drinks, spices, sauces, and more.
Tradition is important here in Dublin and Lawrence County, and we have the tradition of the St. Patrick's Festival. So go out and support each vendor at the St. Patrick's Festival. Also, tradition is important here at A+ Flooring and Construction. We provide quality people with quality service. Come shop with us. We have tile, LVP, carpet, vinyl, metal roofs, as well as vinyl siding. So come shop with us at 371 Georgia Highway 338 or give us a call at 478-676-2662. Look forward to doing business with you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Coach Todd Hogan back with us. And, Coach, ready to wrap this up. And, hey, Ethan, he knocked it out right there.
Did he good?
He knocked it out for sure.
Good.
And, Coach, season outlook here, no matter what happens, I think, you can go out there and go 0-4. I don't expect that. I don't want that to happen, of course. You can go out there and go 0-4. This will be great for you guys the rest of the way.
Well, that's it. We always talk about adversity, failure. Granted, I don't want to go 0-4 over there. I'd love to go 4-0, 2-2, something.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, it's like we always talk about, and I've got questioned about my scheduling.
Right.
Why are you playing this team? Why are you playing that team? They're pretty good. You going to schedule them again next year? Yeah, I'm going to schedule them again next year as long as they'll play us. This is like a spring training.
There you go.
I mean, honestly, every game matters. Every game from top to bottom matters. But at the end of the day also, it's about how do I prepare my guys for that March, I think, 14th game against Jefferson on that Tuesday. That is the game at the end of the day that matters. Sure. How far you going to keep continuing to play by the time the end of the season rolls around. So if you can throw yourself in there and play, 10 to 15 games against people that you feel like scheduling are better than you, I think that's going to make our team better.
No doubt.
What good is it to go out and beat guys? And I'm not saying we're a good enough team to do that, but what good is it, to go run rule guys, or even, people playing us run ruling us. Why are we going to play Dublin? So it's a two-way street. But we want to go out where I like the 2-1 games. I like the 5-4 games. Hopefully we can get some games like that and be on the winning side of it. But it makes us better. It makes they be able to deal with that adversity they're going to deal with, like I said, throughout life and everything. It just makes them tougher, makes them thick-skinned. So now when we do get to that March 14th game, we may have been in that scenario before. We may have been in that because we have, like with the Wilcox County. Great team, unbelievable team. 5-4 in the 7th, we lose 5-4. Now we roll into region. We may be 4-3 with somebody else in the 7th, and we know how to finish now. We know we've been in that scenario before. So as many opportunities we can put them in before region starts of being uncomfortable, being in positions to have to come back, being in positions to hold a lead, being in a position to hit behind that runner late in the game. Guy on third, less than 2 outs, get that sack fly, infield in, hit the ball hard. 3-2, bases loaded, 2 outs, throw that last strike. So there's so many scenarios I hope we can put these guys in before March 14th to make them realize, hey, I've done this. This is easy.
Right.
We're prepared. Now let's go through region. So this is why we try and schedule these tournaments or these better teams. And I'm not saying there's not a lot of good teams around here. Yes, they are. It's just that I want to travel.
Sure.
I traveled professionally. I traveled when I played. So let's take these guys out and travel.
No doubt.
And if the families are willing to do it and the school's going to let us do it and all that stuff, hey, let's go play ball. Let's go see what happens. And we could be sitting here next week at this time going, golly, man, what was I thinking? Could be that way. I don't know. Or it could be like, wow, this was really good for us. We played well. Yeah, we didn't win this game, that game. Talked to some scenarios that happened, but I don't know. I don't have that crystal ball. But let's go play ball. Let's get on that bus over there, said to Hoover, Alabama, and let's play the game.
That's right. You ain't going to know till you get out there,
That's
Coach.
right. That's right.
For sure. And like you say, I think it's going to be great for you guys regardless of what happens. No doubt about it. Coach, it's been a fun show with you this morning. It's been different. I've enjoyed it out here.
Good.
And we know we got to hit on them sponsors.
Oh, there's no question.
No
this
doubt.
is my starting lineup now. You know this is the best one right here. We got A-plus Flooring Garage, Overhead Doors and Construction, Bubba's Tire, Middle Georgia Family Dentistry, Walker's Formula, Southern Yell Apparel, Morris Bank, Yates Insurance and Real Estate, Georgia First Bank, Hobbs Sporting Goods, or Self-Storage, or Insurance Agency, Friendly Gus, Dublin Ford, Pickle Barrel, Ryland Environmental, Dublin Chevy, GMC Nissan, Sign Wraps and more, Shell Realty, Shamrock Nutrition, Farmer State Bank, Rehab Advantage and Sports Medicine, City of Dublin Natural Gas, Clements and Keene Insurance, Robbins Financial Credit Union, MPHI, Chick-fil-A, Community Bank of Dublin and Lawrence County, Georgia United Credit Union, Piggly Wiggly, CSS, Allen's Heating and Cooling, Mitch Warnick, Attorney at Law, and then we also want to thank some of our good sponsors out here, our family members.
That's right.
Without y'all doing everything, helping us to get to this list, and being able to get your kids to practice every day, deal with me, deal with our group me stuff that we have to deal with, loading up out here this morning, early in the morning, headed out on this beautiful, we're going to say it's beautiful. It's a little cloudy and windy, but hey, we're on the right side of the grass, so it's beautiful.
That's right.
You know, this beautiful Thursday morning, let's get out of here, families, but we want to thank all the parents for letting me have my opportunity to coach your child. I want to thank y'all, and without y'all, a lot of this stuff is not possible. So once again, thank my sponsors, thank the family members. I want to thank my school, my administrators, Dr. Fred Williams, Dr. Jamie Paulk, anybody that's been involved with making this opportunity proud. I want to thank TV 35. We're fixing to load up on this bus. I'm fixing to have to say goodbye. Man, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir, Coach.
And thank you. And we're going to definitely talk about this thing next week when we get back.
We're going to be rooting you on from
yes,
back
sir.
here in Dublin too, Coach.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you.
And hey, I'm gonna let you close this out right now.
You know what it is, and it's that Thursday morning. It's Go Irish.